Good evening, this is Kuro. Got a ranked game in my Jutland, going over the matchmaking. Gonna pause it right here. I didn't catch it. Crap. Going over the matchmaking, looking at an enemy Missouri, an FDG, Musashi, Ibuki, Fletcher, Yagumo.
Action stations.
So, just some notes on Jutland. Uh, I figured she was going to be a really solid general purpose destroyer, especially something to kind of duke it out around the caps with the excellent concealment, um, with the repair, the stupid levels of AP pin, great fire chance. The torpedoes are solid. Um, you've got single fire capability. Apparently I didn't mute my mic when I did this video, so hopefully you don't actually hear me swearing in real time. But if that happens, it is what it is. So Jutland was one of the DDs that I thought was going to be really solid. And basically you're going to see why here in this game. She's just got so much potential for damage. And at the same time, you've got uh, a lot going for you as far as your concealment, the repair. It's a pretty forgiving boat. You've got hydro that, you should never really eat torps in this boat. Again, the hydro's 3 minutes long with my build, so there's absolutely no reason not to pop it early. And what I'm doing right here is I'm just trying to zone out enemy DDs. I'm using this capture point as basically bait. Get the enemy Ibuki spotted. He is a target that could really punish me. I'm gonna pause it right here and talk about it. This Ibuki is playing this half correct. Where he screwed up is he needs to be keeping his distance off of his screening destroyers. So basically what Ibuki is looking to do is to remain undetected up until he shoots at an enemy destroyer that's been detected. So that basically no warning, sledgehammer from God hits the DD, and then he just kites out because it's a squishy ship. Battleships will wreck him. So, you hit that DD, it's a ship that really rewards people that have really good aim. Usually the shots are going to be around, 10 kilometers or so. Unfortunately, this guy didn't maintain his spacing, so he gets detected before I do. And that's going to put him into a bind where my team is going to be able to shoot at him. You're going to see me, I'm backing up. I don't really want to bump into a DD right here. I want to try to get this Ibuki, pushed back. And you can see just the effect that one misplay had. You know, that guy is going to have a really rough game. So now that the Ibuki's turned back, I'm going to push back up here. And I'm trying to establish, vision on the Ibuki again so my team can try to finish him off. Now right here I'm going to be a little cheeky. I'm just going to push right in here, kind of use this ledge here to keep me safe from most of the enemy team if they try to radar me. And just back out once I've got the cap. just gonna chill out, keep that Ibuki spotted. And at this point, the guy's running for his life. Unfortunately, we lose our only other, well, the one of our 2 total DDs.
Requesting support. All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
I'm pushing up here. I see that this buffalo's getting pushed. So, my smokes are pretty inadequate for this. But I'm just gonna try to do what I can to buy that guy some time to get turned out, try to get him safe. I throw torps out because the more the FDG is able to travel in this direction, the faster he gets shots on the buffalo. These torps are going to force him to turn in, so he's not going to be able to come right around that island as fast on the buffalo. And I see that, you know, he's basically bow in. He just shot, and obviously he's flooding right now. Gonna try to do what I can to finish the guy off. Again, really good fire chance here.
Critical engine damage.
And that's the end of that FDG, and now I'm just gonna disengage. There's no point in me picking a fight. Just gonna straight disengage and regroup with my enemy team. And that's something that I see that a lot of destroyer players don't do. They just keep getting aggressive, you know, more and more aggressive positioning. They get further out from their team. Most of the time that you guys pick up a kill, it's generally better to kind of fall back to your support and then kind of approach it, you know, all over again. You know, slowly move into, you know, a position of advantage. Taking a look right now to see what's going to be a better torp target. Here's the single fires. Now this is really good. You get those battleships that are bow in right around, you know, just on an island. You can just drop, you know, 10 torpedoes all down one little bearing if you wanted to. And it's something that battleship players really need to watch, because it's a threat that doesn't really exist with any other destroyer. Are you gonna sing it? Okay. I'm gonna catch him with 2 of the torps. That's another flooding. And again, I'm pretty safe out here, so just gonna try to follow up this flood with fire. Apparently I'm having some good timing with these torps. Good RNG in general. And, you know, just gonna keep punishing these guys. Got 2 fires, but I'm just gonna keep shooting. I don't want to risk this guy getting a heal off or, you know, any funny business. He just needs to die. There's Wither. You know, almost 12 minutes left on the clock, and got my Witherer. And at this point, we've pretty much broken this enemy team. So everybody's pushing in. And we're just going to try to finish this off. Now, to note, the enemy DDs this game were pretty questionable. I think there's a Z46. One of the DDs went over here. The other one has been just playing out there on the 2 and 3 line. And you can't do that. You know, you got to get in there. You got to try to battle for the caps. I mean, you look, we've secured 7 caps right now, and a lot of them have been pretty juicy. And you know, we're about to get double reload. You know, it's just you can't let teams do this. Oh, it's a Fletcher. Let my team know that I've got hydro up.
Our team has taken the lead.
And this is something that you should be doing with your hydro, is leading your team on a push. Come right in and just pop your hydro for them. You know, they may or may not have hydro. They may have hydro on cooldown. This is really solid positioning for a Jutland. And, you know, it's something that, you know, I think that if you guys are playing this ship, you should think about it. So at this point, we've got one Yagumo left. Kind of the opinion, usually it seems to be the Yagumos head for, you know, the map corners once they're the last one left. This guy was smart enough to try to contest a cap, try to get any little bit of damage left. What I'm doing here, I'm headed south around the island to try to pinch out, you know, any which way that this guy could be going. Buffalo radars. And I'm just going to slam on the brakes and start shooting. And again, I mean, the guns are, you know, really good at punishing destroyers. If you could fucking aim. I'm whiffing my shots here. And that's game. Bloop. $131,000 damage, Witherer. Jutland kind of sits interesting position. You can kind of play her like a damage farmer, like I did this game, with you know, your ability to light fires and the flooding chance. So she's kind of in between, you know, Jutland, Jutland's in between Kitakaze, which is the best damage farmer. Jutland's able to do more things with when it actually comes to you know, scouting caps and the actual general destroyer things. Jutland's just better than Kitakaze, outside of, you know, actually shooting things up. Then Kitakaze's king. You know, everything else, you know, Fletcher, Black, all of those, Yagumo, you know, they're to the other side. They're better. They're probably better scouts than Jutland, but they don't have as much damage farming potential. So, gonna go ahead and wrap this game up. This one I thought was a pretty solid game for Jutland. Ended with 131,000, 72,000 spotting damage. Um, a lot of it was flooding, just lucky with the flooding, you know, to an extent. But you also see just how, when I actually opened up on targets, just how fast fire started pouring in. Uh, and then that gun DPM against destroyers is nasty. I'll see if I can't get a game where I've got more destroyer on destroyer violence for this particular destroyer as I continue to finish ranking out. But suffice to say, the AP on this ship is monstrous. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are having a good night, and I will talk to you later.